I would say the number one plumbing tip, if you're a homeowner, you want to know where your water shutoff is to the whole house. Anytime you get a water leak, let's say the bathtub valve fails and you can't stop the tub, it won't shut off. You need to know where that water shutoff is. In the wintertime, if you get a frozen pipe and a pipe burst, you need to know where that main shutoff is. Most of the time it's going to be on the front foundation wall of the house. So if you know where your water meter is in the front yard, a lot of times you can just look towards the house and you can find your main shutoff. So the main shutoff is a really, really important one to know. Another plumbing tip is it's nice to know where your sewer exits the house. Whether it's in the front yard or the backyard. Now, we have actually had people call in and their sewer plugged up, so they were just going to dig it up, and it turns out they were digging in the backyard and the sewer went out the front yard, so they wasted a whole day of digging. We can run a camera, we can locate the sewer, but it's nice to know, especially if you plan on building a deck. We had a guy that was going to buy a house, and he would take a sewer camera and check every sewer to make sure it didn't run underneath the deck or under a pool or something like that. So yeah, good to know where the sewer's at. The other one, I'd say, newer shower valves, they all have scald guard on them. They call them posi-temp cartridges. So when somebody flushes the toilet, that way the person in the shower doesn't get scalded. Now, older houses with older fixtures, they don't have those new fixtures. So if you have children, it's good to know whether you have those type of fixtures in your house or not. We can always update the older fixtures to the posi-temp. That way, we can actually regulate the temperature that comes out for either smaller children or elderly people that can't move as fast. We don't want them to get scalded in a hot bath or a hot shower. So we can actually temper down that water so it doesn't get so hot. That's good to know whether you have the older fixtures where somebody could get scalded, or if you've already been updated and everything's safe. Another real important thing you need to know about your house or your apartment, wherever you're living, is the water pressure. So by code, the water pressure coming into your house should be 80 pounds or less. If it's higher than 80 pounds, you need a pressure reducing valve installed on the main water line. So let's say you have real high water pressure, 120 psi, which is not uncommon. That's real bad on the supply hoses to your faucet, the supply hoses to your toilet. It's real bad on rubber laundry hoses. So you want to have somebody check the water pressure on your house. And that's fairly simple. You can go to the hardware store, get a pressure gauge, and just put it on an outside hydrant, turn on your hydrant, and that'll show you what your water pressure is to the house. Code requires 80 pounds or less.